Well, he's out mowing the lawn, guys. Clay is doing, hopefully, but probably not, the last mow of the year. But we'll probably have a few more. I'm sneezing because of the grass. And there he is. Getting things done.
Why don't you get a basket or a bag? You got about a half bushel of apples if you pick.
Oh, I do?
Nice and red, juicy. I had one.
Did you eat it? Was it good? What kind was it?
I think that was wine sap.
Ooh. Well, that'd be nice.
Well, I'm not finished mowing. Or we can pick them after I'm done.
Okay. So, wow. Let's go check these apples out. The kittens are playing on the back porch. They're over there. You can't really see them right now. Because it's so nice. Let them outside and play. And the garden is still producing a little tiny bit. Not a whole lot. Look how pretty those peppers look. Let's go check the apples out. We are so far behind the 8 ball this year with stuff, but it's just been that year. It's always like that, right guys? No matter what you do, there's always more you want to do. Look at this tree. Oh, I love it. Now this is definitely organic. We didn't spray it or anything, but look, there's nothing on it. There's no bugs or anything. So I was worried that they would be buggy, but they're not. So, isn't that nice? And that tree over there, we've got we got Cortland and wine sap apples. And I love apples. We live in apple country, guys. This is like the second largest grower of apples. And then our hazelnuts are here. Didn't produce as many as last year. But see if I can show you any. I don't see any right off. Some little of the cat comes, I guess, there. And then we got tons of seeds that we're going to take these off of the berries here. We have a lot more to do. Our pear tree didn't do much at all this year. But we also didn't mess with a lot of stuff this year like we normally do. But look how beautiful the apples are. Oh my goodness. And across the street used to be one big apple orchard, but now it's corn. And our grapes, we really trimmed them back last year, but we did not get as many grapes this year either. But the heat was really bad this year. We do have some, but we still have grape stuff from last year, believe it or not. So that's why it's good to harvest and do as much as you can, because some years are different. We didn't have our bees this year, so we didn't get any honey. But we have a tiny, just maybe a jar of honey left. So we'll have to buy honey if we want honey. The goji berries are doing okay, but I don't really like them that much, but Clay likes them. But, so, if you're new to my channel, I had broken my wrist 2 times this year, so I was kind of not doing all the things that I do normally. There's a little butterfly flying over here. You can see him. Now this here is our aster. This will be covered with bees as the season goes on. We'll see the bees here. Our hazelnut, as fall turns on, will turn a beautiful red, which I love that. Here he comes. Going down. The bees. Oh, there's that butterfly again. I love nature. We have been really kind of chilling inside a little bit more than normal too. Whee! So I think we've got like maybe 1 apricot this year. And mulberries, I had some videos up on that. You guys may have seen that. That's like the tree. Next year I'll really want to cultivate more of those. Our elderberry, there's just hardly anything. These are pretty new trees, so there's hardly anything on these guys. And of course we've got the goldenrod, and this is just basically a weeded area that we're not really doing too much with. It's just the edge of the lawn, and it's really not a place for maybe a garden or anything, but who knows. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, are those, oh, this looks like it's gonna bud all over. Look at all the flower buds on this. Oh my goodness, this is gonna bloom like crazy in a little bit. I absolutely love this tree. Next year I'm gonna really cultivate more of those as well. So there you go. That's what's going on. End of the season. We'll walk over here and look at the sparrow, because what I had done, oh, I still have to take this down too, which is a basket. It feels so great. It was so hot for a while there. Gotta take that basket down. Gotta take that Oreo feeder down. I always say Oracle Clay, always looks funny. But I'll show you these. These are some sweet peas I threw in here, and it took them like all summer to bloom. And I have a small pumpkin or something growing here. I'm definitely not going to be doing any more annuals, I think. It's just a waste of our time. We only have like a month of real summer here. So I'm going to just bring my inside plants outside to landscape with next year. But look at this, see my elephant ears, look how beautiful these are. These are going inside. I'm going to have to find a spot for them. And then there is my forsythia tree. And let's see, guys. Walking out here. He is working. Horseradish over there. That stuff just like takes over. I have to figure out how I'm going to get that horseradish away from my greenhouse. The quail are all gone. We have sold them all or given them away in the end, just because I didn't want Clay working out on these birds all summer. So we have a guy that bought quite a bit of stuff from us, so we gave him the rest of them. He's a good egg. And let's see, this is the mysterious garden that Clay grew, and look. I don't know if he took the stuff that was off there, which was basically blue Hubbard squash. So this stuff's gonna all just die back, and we've got to get back into that area where we have some of our bee yard and get things going for next year. But as you can see, it's a busy day. We've been out shopping and getting things done. Look at all that goldenrod. The bees are going to be going crazy. But I'm not even going to try to get anywhere, work on the bees this year. If we got a swarm, it's going to be really weird because it's so late in the year. Our gooseberries, we've had these for a few years, but we haven't had anything. Look at this. There's tons of crickets and grasshoppers around here too, and you couldn't see them, but this thing here will turn red. We have not gotten berries on these yet. This is like 3 years, maybe 4. And the same with our plum trees. They're just not anything that's great. If you start homesteading, the first thing you want to plant is your fruit trees and your trees and things like that, because they will take a few years to get going. And also, if you are smart, especially if you're new, always watch where you're walking, because I was a city girl that married the country boy, and let me tell you guys, I broke my wrist 2 times just tripping in the yard, because you think, it's just that you don't know day to day the road out there. Now this stuff here has already been cleaned up. I had some house plants that I had back here. There's a forsythia back there. He's going to stay out there all winter, I think. But we might put some kind of garden in there next year. I really don't want Clay to get back into chickens. It's too much in the winter when you get, he's 60, I'm 57, I'm going to be 58 next month. It's just crazy. It's just crazy, crazy, crazy to get into stuff. But this is the big stump I tripped over, flat in my face. I actually got both of my wrists really hurt, but the one I did break the second time, and then the first time I broke it going down the hill, which, if you saw my other videos, it was God's way of telling me, Ruthie, it's time to slow down, because we had been talking a few years when we're going to stop doing the chickens, and this is the year, because Clay had trouble too, because he had surgery on his hips, and so I mean, this is the stuff that not everyone's going to tell you about homesteading. It's a process, and there is going to come an end sometime. And maybe not, but maybe not for both of you, but for one of you. So keep that in mind, because all it takes is a surgery or an injury. I mean, we could continue to do stuff, but sometimes you got to walk in wisdom too. So it's not like we were making a lot of money on our farm, you know what I mean? It was like a hobby farm. It's a gentleman's farm. So, I mean, I'm sharing that so you think about that when you are planning, you know, that what would you do if you got rid of your animals and your kids did not want to do farming, because they have to do what they want to do, not what you want them to do. So just something to think about. So there he is. Mowing the lawn. I got that whole back porch I got to clean off for next year. I got to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to put houseplants out again. I probably will. I've got my house planting buddies, and we're already talking about what we want to grow. I've got friends that, you know, we all do our thing, and we're into that, you know. It's a fun hobby for sure. But there's a little red pepper laying down there. But there he is. He's really working, getting this lawn together. He was gonna make clam soup today, but I told him let's hold off on that because we're getting tired today, and I mean, usually we'll start about 4 or 5 in the morning, and about 3 we're done. And so it's like, you know what, let's just sit and relax. Some days we sit and relax all day, but for the most part, I usually get up early and I work, and then about 3, it's like after 3 o'clock I'm gone, except for maybe supper or something. But I'm not busting myself. I'm sure a lot of you other people work just like this too. I'm just, you know, slowing down. And may I add, I usually take a nap. I take a nap. And there's no shame in that. Because sometimes the most godly thing you can do, guys, is take a nap. And look, oh, I'm so excited. There's some more aster in there. Because I threw some seeds of aster and they did come up. I don't know. I really don't want to plant flowers again, but you know, like my sister told me, you know, a woman has the right to change her mind. So there's my great thing. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Oh, this might be fun for you. All these rooms back here you can't really see, but they're all filled with plants. It's just, I've got, this one here is like taking over this whole room. It's gonna turn into a tree. And I gotta move these in there. I'll show you guys as I go along. It's pretty cool. I'm excited. I am so excited. See, my house is like a craft. It's like, it's fun. It's like crocheting and knitting, and I try to make it nice. It's fun. So it's like cooking. If you make your house like a hobby and fun, it's fun. Oh, there he goes, round and round he goes. Smart Clay. Clay, you're gonna get dizzy, honey. Okay, I got a funny story. This is really cute. Years ago, I was a recruiter, and I took a intern with me to do a recruit. What we would do is we would sign people up. It was at a makeup company, and I remember I came to sign up, and the lady answered the door in her pajamas, and she was a really tall, big woman, and her husband was a really tiny little man. And she looked at us, and it was funny the way she did it. It just was so cute. And because she answered the door in her nightgown, I don't know if she forgot we were coming or what. So we were just like, okay, it's just this lady, so what? So anyway, we came in, and she points to the guy, and she says, "See that man over there?" She goes, "That's the best husband in the world." And I thought, what a nice thing to say. And that's what I think about my husband. See that man over there? That's the best husband in the world. Clay and I are very happy. He says the same thing about me. We are just very happy. Secret to a happy marriage is fall in love with the same person over and over and over again. But it was just so cute because that couple was just adorable. And I just love that story. Here he comes. No! No! to get him a new tractor this last year. Because his was gone. There he goes, round and round. So he's getting this yard done for us. It's looking good. The beauty of the country, right? Live and let live. But you never know, next year, I'm thinking now, right guys? We may start with some animals again, but I don't know. We may not. I'm hoping that we do more gardening and the bees. And of course, it's whatever Clay decides to do. But I think that would be a nice fun thing. Because I really loved being outside all summer this year. I mean, I spent like all summer outside. So it was really nice. But anyway, okay guys, I guess here's the spot where I say, remember, big or small, you too can be a backyard farm.